ES Audio.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Travers and welcome to the Leader Weekends. This is a special bonus episode taken from our educational series, Let Girls Learn. You can find out more about the project by clicking on the link in the show notes.
From the Evening Standard in Chalatenango, El Salvador, I'm Julia Gabarrete, and this is The Leader. This is the fourth episode in our year-long series, Let Girls Learn, where we are aiming to shine a light on innovations and solutions that are helping girls to fulfill their right to education and healthy, productive futures across the globe. Once a month, we are hearing powerful stories from around the world, and today we are in El Salvador. Periods. Despite affecting half of the world's population, it's not a subject that gets a lot of airtime anywhere, but especially here. El Salvador is infamous for its macho culture that often views women only as childbearers and mothers. But that is starting to change.
The majority see it as a subject that should not be touched on. That this is a subject only for women. That this is a dirty, delicate subject.
That's 17-year-old Sachel. She's part of the Power of Red Butterflies, an educational program that teaches girls and boys everything about menstrual health. Menstruation has traditionally been seen as a subject that only concerns women. It's considered dirty or even a sickness, and it's believed that when you are experiencing it, you should hide away. Myths and taboos make it hard for girls to talk about their periods either at home or at school.
Once my grandmother told me not to go to church when I'm menstruating because that is a sin.
The project aims to dispel these myths in an environment where you are encouraged to open about fears and feelings.
The more information we are given, the more we can help each other so as not to suffer bullying and not have so many troubles. Hiding because I'm buying pads, hiding because I get a spot. Each workshop helps us more and more because each workshop has helped us to know more about our bodies, how we have to respect our bodies. Sometimes we don't realise that we have our sexual and reproductive rights, that we don't have to be mothers or fathers by force or carelessness.
The program also includes boys and young men to demystify menstruation and educate them on issues of reproductive rights and sexual consent. According to the United Nations Population Fund, between 2015 and 2020, there were over 105,000 cases of child and teenage pregnancy in El Salvador. And of those, over 5,000 pregnancies were among girls as young as 10 to 14. Under Salvadorian law, any pregnancy under the age of 15 has resulted from rape. Sachel's mother, Eloisa, is glad that people are getting a deeper understanding of the female body, consent, and that the stigma around periods is finally being removed.
In our communities, it is a rule that the man is the one in charge, and God forbid that a woman is going to talk to the girl about menstruation, or tell her that after a girl's first menstruation, if they have sexual intercourse, they can get pregnant. It's a taboo that remains, and you cannot talk about it because that is forbidden in all aspects for young women.
Including boys and young men in the learning process is helping everyone feel more comfortable about periods, as well as feminine hygiene products. The days of hiding tampons and sanitary towels in pockets or up sleeves could soon be a thing of the past.
In my school, I spoke to them about what they taught me, and then a classmate after that began to carry pads in his backpack. I didn't know until he told me to take something out of his backpack and I saw them, and I asked him, "Why are you carrying pads?" And he said there may be an accident or one of you may need it.
Let's go to the adverts. After the break, how women in the community are finding out more about their bodies than ever before. Welcome back. Since the Power of Red Butterflies program was established in 2019, 325 adolescents and 75 families from 17 different communities around El Salvador have completed the 3-month course. The word butterfly was chosen as a symbol of strength and freedom, and the word red to represent the menstrual cycle. Anyone who finishes the program becomes a red butterfly, someone who knows about menstrual health and is qualified to share her knowledge with others in their family and community. Jamila from Plan International, who are behind the course, say the benefits it's giving the girls especially are invaluable.
The main aim is for girls and teenagers to be able to live and to have the experience of menstruation as something positive, something healthy, without bullying, without violence, sure of themselves, and without that fear and breaking those myths and taboos on these topics. There's a ban on some foods that they don't eat during their periods. The other myth is to stop doing any activities. For example, not going to school for the simple fact of having your period.
Damaris is 20 years old and says that until she took part in the program, she had been dealing with period issues on her own without having enough information for years.
This project gives us the liberty to talk about a topic that many of us, many women, have in common. When we approach it in an open way, it becomes something that can become a learning opportunity, something that can serve other girls, girls in our family, girls in our school, or our entire community. This project has been a guide in my learning, in my duty to know myself. They knew many things that, even though I was 19 years old, never knew before. I had been dealing with menstrual problems for many years, and I had never known about them until I got here. And then I talked with my mum about things I learned here that she had never heard.
Damaris' mother, Rosa, is thankful that the entire family has benefited from her daughter's newfound knowledge.
I feel there is a radical change in the whole family because all of us want to support her and also to soak up what she's learned. I feel very happy that she has those clarifications that perhaps I had not given her.
Chalatenango, like the whole of El Salvador, is still reeling from Tropical Storm Julia that swept across Central America in October. The Red Butterflies Project also has a resilience element which prepares young people to cope in emergencies when access to sanitation facilities may be limited. During the COVID pandemic, they helped to distribute over 3,000 menstrual hygiene kits, which include sanitary pads, a menstrual calendar, a warm compress, hand sanitizer, a flashlight, and underwear. And in the wake of Storm Julia, 144 kits were given out. The confidence and knowledge the girls have about themselves, their bodies, and their menstrual cycle means they are hopeful for what the future holds for them as women.
There is nothing that can inspire me more than seeing that I'm in a place where there are so many dreams around me, because that also ensures that I will have a safe place in the future.
For Xochitl, the training has given her not just practical information, but also new aspiration for her future.
They are teaching us that we can not only be teachers, nurses, or something like that, and from the first moment we entered there, we knew that we can study whatever we want. We can become whatever we want. I want to be an electrical engineer or something related to electricity because I am going to study to be a technician.
And that's it from this special episode of The Leader. From El Salvador, I'm Julia Gabarrete. Thank you for listening.